So to beat the Chiefs, you're just going to have to score more points than the Chiefs, and maybe it's an offensive game, and they would have needed to score 45 in this one to beat them. So looking at the 49ers offense, who knows? Maybe they have that ability down the road here because now they have Christian McCaffrey, who was, with the team for 2 days before he played in this game. Played quite a bit.
Yep.
What'd you see? What did they do with Christian McCaffrey on the offensive side for the 49ers, and where do you see that going?
I think, I'm going to, not to say I'm always right. I come in here some days and say things on a Monday, and then we get to a Wednesday and go, man, the film was different than I thought. I got to change my thought there.
Sure.
This was one where I went, Chris, I think you were pretty spot on here. I think, do you want me to go through that rundown again of how we do it?
You got Ayuk going here, and then you got Kittle going here.
Fake to McCaffrey. Give the ball to Debo on the toss sweep. Fake to McCaffrey. Fake to Debo. Throw it to the. But that's what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw some of the things I wrote down. I mean, it was fake to Debo, fake to McCaffrey, screen to Kittle. Fake to Debo, fake to McCaffrey, pop pass over the middle, little short post to Ayuk, right? It's a little screen here to Debo. So put McCaffrey out at flanker, like I talked about, playing Z receiver.
Yeah, you are doing it again now.
Well, I know I am. I can't help it. But my baseline is this is the week we're going to see the unveiling, right, for the 49ers. And we'll see at least another set of plays and how Shanahan continues to tie it together.
That was the trailer to the movie.
That's exactly right. It was just a little bit of a little sizzle reel. Here you go. And, where I come to is just that, they have they're going to pose some problems, too, from teams in this manner. Again, McCaffrey can block downfield, so you can play him at receiver and toss it to Debo, right? You could put Debo and McCaffrey both in the backfield and, of course, fake one guy running this way and the other guy goes this way. And, we pulled a guard. Now we faked it to Debo, but McCaffrey's now running behind the pulled lineman and we gave him the ball. It's going to create space for both of these football players because everyone's going to be so scared of, wait, he's got it, and they're dangerous in space. And then it's going to create matchups across the board, but also, too, where I get into it and go, when they get into 21 personnel, 2 backs and 1 tight end, and you're sitting there going, okay, it's the 49ers when their O-line's healthy, it's going to be good. And we know Shanahan can play smash mouth and be creative. So now you got McCaffrey at tailback and Juszczyk at fullback, who I know is a little hurt right now. But then you got Debo and Ayuk and Kittle. All right, so, we got to worry about the Shanahan run game, and they're coming downhill on us. And, there's issues here. But then it's the speed that they have, which is very rare in that 21 personnel. And then where I want to go is, okay, so now you're in somewhat of a base defense because you're worried about this smash mouth. Now they go empty. And now it's Jimmy in the shotgun. First off, if you play zone, Shanahan's too good at going, okay, they got a zone and I know how to expose this and we'll get 6 and 7 yard completions everywhere. But then you play man and you go, well, damn, we have our base defense on the field because they've been running the ball. So now you're going to have man on who? You're going to have a linebacker on McCaffrey, in the slot? I mean, forget it. All right. So, even a linebacker on Juszczyk, right? Another one on Kittle. I mean, just let alone right there. So that's going to make teams juggle around how they want to approach this and what they want to do. And I don't think it's going to be a whole lot of a different offense, really, other than he's just going to play those two off of each other a little bit more. And it's going to create more big plays because you're just more worried about those guys. And, of course, those guys in space are dangerous as is anyways.
A. Prez goes, does the CMC trade solve any glaring issues? You just mentioned that it helps them, gives them more options.
It does.
Did it solve any problems that the 49ers had, or is this just a luxury for them? It makes them better.
I think it's going to make them a better running football team. McCaffrey's better than anybody they got at the running. I like Jeff Wilson, but McCaffrey has special vision. I mean, his ability to cut and read the cutback lanes and all that is special to go along with it. And then, yes, he's a different animal in the pass game compared to Jeff Wilson. Again, Christian McCaffrey can run routes like a wide receiver. So that's where I think it does that. And then also, like I said the other day, I think it just takes pressure off of we can rely on this a little bit more than Jimmy G throwing the football. And I think that's really the other thing I look at too. And, of course, it gives them more of a screen game, and Shanahan's a master at screens. So it's just more ways to manipulate Shanahan's specials, in my opinion. And that's what he's great at. He's great at getting his weapons the ball with space and creativity. And that's where we go, whoa, Debo, I mean, I don't know if he really caught a pass downfield today, but he caught a bunch of slants and screens, and he had 7 catches for 135 yards, and he didn't catch one ball in the traditional sense of like an in-cut and a deep out route and all of that.
So the question will be, can Jimmy Garoppolo pull it all off?
I know.
Is he the weak link? And so we have his passing chart from Week 7 versus the Chiefs here, and as it normally is, you got a lot around the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
You have a lot in the middle of the field, almost nothing outside the numbers here. You do have an interception there 5 yards down the field that you did not like watching as a former quarterback yourself.
Yeah, right. We'll get into that. But yeah, I mean, this to me isn't a problem with their offense. And it's a problem in this football game. Because again, you're worried about all the things Shanahan does in the run game. So, teams want to play. Wait, we want an extra guy in the box. We can't, with all these things that Shanahan does, we're always outnumbered in a gap somehow, some way. And because of the way they throw and their passing game is, even though they're tough matchups to go, hey, KC corners, we want you to play Ayuk and Debo man-to-man, where you'd go, ooh, that's scary. But it's not scary when the dots look like that, right? Where everything is kind of going to a certain area. So, again, I might not be as good as you man-to-man covering you, but when I kind of know where you're going to end up all the time, I'm better. All of a sudden, I am a pretty good man-to-man guy because, damn, all you do is run in and in and in and in and in and in, and I don't really have to worry about anything out or down the field, and now you're effective that way. And then the other thing they did off of that to compound that was the Chiefs who – spent 2 weeks playing them in the Super Bowl, so you're extra prepared in that. Hands up. Oh, we're not going to get there. Well, he's going to throw it over the middle. Chris Jones, swatted it away, right? They had a number of those as well. There was obviously a concerted effort of, our guys are not going to be able to stay with them on all these inside breaking routes. So, if you see him getting ready to throw, it's going to come right over you, D tackles. Get your hands up, knock the ball down. And Dunlap got one. He got one. There was a few others in the football game, too, that I think is a real part of defending them. Mm-hmm. And that's where CMC and Debo can help out, too, is just screens on the outside, compound some of that stuff. Also, what I think you hope to do here, too, is you hope to get more man-to-man like they're getting here. And then what you hope is that you can get teams starting to play man-to-man with Debo and CMC on the field together to where now, let's say to where you can get guys who are playing man-to-man who are also responsible for a run gap. And that's when you can start to cause issues with the defense. Because say they got the traditional I formation, right? And then Kittle's to your right and Debo Samuel's a receiver to the right. And maybe he's closed down split, right? And he's a part of they're going to run a run play to the right side there. Okay, so now he runs inside, to block somebody, and that guy that's playing him man-to-man, he might have a responsible for that outside gap, but because he's playing man-to-man and he's so scared of Debo running inside routes, he runs over there to kind of cover him, and it's like, oh, shit, wait, I have to get back out there. Oh, CMC's already there, and he's turning the corner. Uh-oh. Or, again, we talk about testing communication. Wait, I got the outside gap. Oh, wait, set hut. Oh, shit, Debo's going on a reverse. And, wait, we didn't communicate now. Who's got the outside gap? And now they give the ball to McCaffrey on the outside, and there's nobody there to defend the gap. That's what I think is another thing that can play into this a little bit, where it can help their run game out. Because teams are going to look at this Chiefs game plan and go, wait, let's do some of that. We kind of know where they're going to throw the football.
Right.
But that's where Shanahan in the past has been dangerous because he starts to cross you up a little bit with the guys that are playing both man and responsible for a run gap, and all of a sudden he gashes you.
And they're just getting started with Christian McCaffrey right now. It'll get better.
I
want to get the final thing. I want to get your comment on the comments from Brandon Ayuk after the game. He goes, I just feel like we got too many people that can change the game to score 23 points. People can ask about the defense, but at the end of the day, we got to put up more points than the other team. That's how I feel. So Das Botlam says, following the Ayuk comment yesterday, does it mean that Shanahan is beginning to lose the locker room? It was clearly a shot at Jimmy and Kyle.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a guy that's just, he wants more from them. He expects more from them. I understand that. They are too talented. They are. They were close in this game, though. That's where you can't lose sight. Take away the dumb Jimmy G interception. down there after the Sky Moore muffed punt. That should have been an easy touchdown. We're going to break the play down on social after this. They all out blitz. They free release their 5 eligible receivers. Well, usually when you get an all out blitz and you release your 5 eligible, you look to see, wait, did the guy that was supposed to be covering the back blitz or not? And this one, and usually when it's that type of play, it's already in your brain pre-snap. Wait, I got all 5 releases here. Mm-hmm. So if I get this blitz, let me make sure that whoever's blitzing, do they come off and peel off to take the back? And if they don't, that's your hot throw. He threw the ball to Kittle on a corner route, fading away, which if the back was in protecting and you were 1 short, that would be the proper place to throw it. He threw a shit ball, but those are little nuances that Jimmy G's got to fix. I mean, that was 7 points. He's going to walk in the end zone. They got nobody to cover him. The guy that was supposed to cover him blitzed. He probably went, wait, they free released him. And so those are some opportunities that are missed there as well. But let's judge it from here on going forward.
Not often that you can have a get-right game as your next game versus the team that won the Super Bowl last year. But that's what it is for the 49ers. They have handled the Rams lately. They won in Week 4, 24-9. So, and now they'll have a full week with Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's tough to run on Aaron Donald in that defense, but it should be interesting to see what they can do.
But they've been a team that's been able to do that. And, we've talked about this matchup a lot in years past, right? And even earlier this year. This is one where it's a tough matchup for the Rams. We always talk about matchup league. The Rams are a fast football team, right? They want their speed to create chaos. The 49ers are also equally as fast. If they're not as fast, they're just a hair slower, but they're significantly bigger. So they negate some of the strengths the Rams have there. And this will be an interesting one for sure. And if the 49ers had a healthy D-line, I just go the Rams would have absolutely no chance in this football game. But with the fact of where it is, maybe they can hang in there and muck it up and make it ugly and win something like that.
Maybe they can run the ball in the 49ers, but they don't have Christian McCaffrey, a guy they wanted to get for this game probably specifically, and now they'll have to figure out a way to slow him down.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.